Hey, there are tons of ways to say thank you in English, and today I'm going to teach you 20 of them. I'm teacher Tiffany. Let's jump right in. All right, now the first thing we need to do is break these down into 5 groups. Group A, ways to say thank you and focus on the person. Group B, ways to say thank you quickly and easily. Group C, ways to say thank you and focus on their kindness. Group D, ways to say thank you and focus on what you will do. And Group E, ways to say thank you and focus on your appreciation. Now, if you understand these 5 categories, these 5 groups, you'll be able to master the ways to say thank you in English. So here we go. Let's jump right in. Now, Group A, ways to say thank you and focus on the person. Here we go. Number 1. You're the best. Real simple, right? But you're focused on that person. Man, you are the best. I'm saying thank you, but I'm putting more emphasis on the person. Like, man, I can't believe how amazing you are. You are the best. This is the first way of saying thank you and focusing on the person. So let's say, for example, someone helps you out when you're in a very difficult situation. They come right when you call and save you. You can say, man, you are the best. This is number 1. Now, let's say you want to continue and focus on that person. You can say, you are the greatest. Now, for pronunciation after me, you are the greatest. Excellent. Last time, greatest. Good job. Now, again, we're still in the first category, the first group. You're focusing on the person saying, man, you are the greatest. Again, I'm saying thank you, but putting more emphasis on the person. So you are the greatest. And we also have this one. You're a lifesaver. Now, I remember back in the day when I was about maybe 10 or 11, a candy that was very popular was called Lifesaver. It was really delicious. But this is talking about someone being so special that they helped you in a situation that could have went wrong and had some bad consequences. So you can say to them, instead of just saying, thank you, you are a lifesaver. Without you, I couldn't have done that. Man, you are a lifesaver. Again, you're saying thank you, but you're putting more emphasis on the person. So again, after me, you're a lifesaver. Excellent. All right, so we got that one down. That's number 3. Now, number 4, you have been such a big help. Again, same meaning as thank you, but it's stronger, and it actually makes the person feel a lot more special. So again, you have been such a big help. And with this one, you're letting the person know that, hey, without you, I would not have been able to accomplish this thing. Your help really made the difference. You, man, have been such a big help. Again, we're still in Group A where we're focusing on the person. So last time with me again, I'll show it to you on the screen after me. You have been such a big help. You got it? All right, good. Let's go on to the next one. Again, we're still on Group A, focusing on the person. Here's another way you can say thank you. Thank you for always being there. Again, thank you for always being there. Now, this is something that's very important for you to understand. Again, as you're learning English, when you tell someone, hey, you're always there or you're always here, it means that this person, you feel like you can depend on them. You can rely on them. They are very dependable. So whatever the situation was, they came through for you. They helped you out. And you want to say something more than just thank you. You want to say, you know what? Thank you for always being there, for being that person that I can depend on, that I can rely on. This is a lot stronger, a really good way of saying thank you and focusing on the person. So again, here we go. Thank you for always being there. Now, let's move on to Group B, quick and easy. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time. You just want to say, hey, Thank you. But there are some quick and easy ways to say thank you. So here we go. Let me show you. Number 6, thanks. Simple, right? I'm sure you've heard this before, but for pronunciation practice, here we go. Thanks. Nice. Stick that tongue out through your teeth. Thanks. Excellent. This is a very common one. I use this almost every day via text messages, right? To my friends, to my family, like, oh, thanks. It's very quick, very easy, but it still means thank you. We say thanks. All right, good. Now, another way of saying it quickly and easily is appreciate it. I also use this one a lot. Now, appreciate is just the shortened form of appreciate. It's kind of slang, letting the person know, you know what? Thank you, but quickly appreciate it. That means I appreciate what you did for me. Thank you for that. Thank you for doing that. And very quickly, appreciate it. So if someone says, oh, Tiff, don't worry about that. I took it back for you. Appreciate it. I'm saying thank you. So again, for pronunciation, appreciate it. Good. Now the longer form is I appreciate it, right? But again, quick and easy, appreciate it. There you go. Good job. Now we have another one that I want to show you right here. Thanks a million. Thanks a million. Now it's a little bit longer than the other two, but it's still kind of quick and easy. Like, woo, thanks a million. Because I'm showing emphasis by saying, hey, a million is a lot, right? I'm saying, whoo, I really, really appreciate what you did. Thanks a million. So again, after me, thanks a million. Good job. Very good. So again, quick and easy, thanks a million. Now, I have a special challenge for you. You ready? Now, this lesson is being sponsored by Cambly. Cambly and I have worked together so many times before, and I love Cambly as a business. Why? Because they focus on you. Just like I focus on you all, Cambly focuses on students, and they want you all to improve your English fluency. So Cambly partnered with me, and they said, Tiffani, we want to help your students. So here's the challenge. Now, everybody can be a winner. Remember, Cambly is a company that has tutors from Australia, Canada, America, and many other countries, and they're focused on helping students improve their English. So here's the challenge. And remember, everyone can be a winner. Here we go. Now, thanks a million. We just learned that, right? What you have to do is write your own sentence using the pattern above and put it in the comments section. That's right. You're going to say, thanks a million for ... Simple challenge. And everyone that participates will be a winner. You see right here on the screen, all the prizes. Again, Cambly wants to help you all out and give you some amazing discounts. So the links are right in the description, and you'll see the information right here on the screen so that you can, as long as you participate in the comment section, finish the sentence. Thanks a million for ... For example, I can say, thanks a million for watching this video. Thanks a million for giving me the opportunity to be your teacher. I want you to make your own sentence. So again, everyone can win. Everyone will get an opportunity to get these amazing discounts from Cambly. The information is right in the description below the video. But there is going to be one special winner. That's right. One special winner will win a free tutoring session. Now, I'm going to pick the winner in 24 hours, that one special winner. So I want everyone, please participate by in the comment section, finishing the sentence, thanks a million for. And Cambly, thanks a million for sponsoring this video. All right, let's keep going, guys. Here we go. All right, now group C, their kindness. Now, this is a really good one where you're focusing on the kindness, what the individual did for you. So this group is really important. Here we go. If you want to say thank you and focus on their kindness, you can say, that's so kind of you. Now, I use this a lot when students, maybe like you, compliment me and say, teacher, thank you so much for your lessons. I really appreciate those comments and those compliments and those words. So I can say, that's so kind of you. I'm focusing on your kindness. I'm focusing on the kindness of the student or students that said that to me, right? So you can say, that's so kind of you. Here we go. After me, That's so kind of you. Excellent. All right. Next one. Again, focusing on their kindness. You can say, that was so nice of you. Again, another way of saying thank you. You're focusing on their kindness. You can say, that was so nice of you. I'm letting you know that I recognize what you did and that I really appreciate it. And I'm focused on the fact that you are an amazing person. Like, you're really kind. So I can say, that was so nice of you. For example, if I'm walking outside and I have a lot of bags, like today I went to the store and I had to buy a lot of things from the store, had a lot of bags in my hand. So if somebody walks up to me and says, hey, ma'am, can I help you out with your bags? Man, that's so nice of you. I'm saying thank you without saying thank you, and I'm focusing on their kind act. You can do the same. That was so nice of you. All right, here we go. Group D. Now you're going to focus on what you will do. It's very interesting. You're still going to be saying thank you, but you're focusing on what you're going to do in return. Let me show you what I mean. Here we go. I owe you one. Man, this is so common. Like, woo, I owe you one. You did something for me, and now I'm indebted to you. What you did for me, man, it was amazing. I appreciated it. Thank you so much. And instead of saying thank you, I'm going to say, I owe you one. Thank you so much. I owe you one. It means I'm going to do something for you next. In return, I'm going to do something for you. We say, I owe you one. It's a really good way of saying thank you. All right. So again, continue to focus on what you will do. You can say, man, I owe you big time. All right. It means that they did something so amazing for you. Something you're like, you know what? Oh my goodness. I owe you big time. Either they gave you a lot of money, or maybe they helped you out when you were in a situation that was so difficult, you had no idea how you were going to get out. You can say, oh my gosh, I owe you, whoo, big time. I'm saying thank you, but I'm not using those two words. So again, when you want to say thank you and focus on what you're going to do for the person, you can say, man, I owe you big time. And you'll sound very, very natural. Now, another way you can do that is right here. I got you next time. I got you next time. Now, I use this a lot as well. Okay, I got you next time. Let me explain it, and then I'll tell you a quick story when I was in Korea. I got you next time means, hey, you did it for me this time, and I appreciated it so much. So much so that next time, I got you. Next time, I'm going to do the same thing. Now, here's the story. When I was in South Korea, in Korean culture, so you normally have communal eating, right? Everyone eats together. You may order 4 dishes, but everyone shares from the same dish, right? So another thing about Korean culture that I learned and I really liked was that one person may pay this time for everybody, but then the next time it rotates. Another person will pay for everyone. So for example, when I went out with my friend, right? We went out to eat, went to a Mexican spot. Whoo, it was delicious. Annie, if you're watching, the food was amazing. So Annie paid for the Mexican food. But then after we left the restaurant, we went to a coffee shop and had like hot chocolate or a latte and some dessert. I paid for the dessert. Why? Because she paid for the food, then I was going to pay for the dessert. I said, okay, hey, I got you. Don't worry. You paid for the meal. I got the dessert. The same concept. I got you next time. So if someone does something for you, you really appreciate it and you want to do the same, instead of saying thank you, you can say, hey, I got you next time. It's the same meaning. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, the next one is also very useful. How can I ever repay you? Again, you're letting the person know that what they did, oh my goodness, was so amazing. You appreciate it so much. And this one is saying, how can I ever repay you? What you did for me was so amazing. It was so big that I don't even think I can ever do the same for you. Now you'll try, you'll make an effort, but you want them to realize that the magnitude of what they did for you. So instead of just saying, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, thank you, you want to let them know, hey, I want to do something for you. How can I ever repay you? And I've had that happen to me before. So many of my friends have done things for me that blew my mind. And even to this day, I'm still trying to repay them because I was so touched by their actions. Remember, several months ago, I told you all the story of my Korean friend that helped me with my thesis. She spent literally almost 10 or 12 hours straight correcting, editing, and helping me rewrite my thesis. I can never repay her for that. No matter what I do, even though I tried to give her money, I tried to take her out. She's like, Tiff, it's okay. I still feel indebted to her, and I'm still so grateful for her. Again, I could have said, hey, how can I ever repay you, right? I'm saying thank you, but emphasizing that I want to do something. So you can say the same thing. A very, very useful way of saying thank you. Now, this is another way of focusing on what you will do. I am forever in your debt. Exactly. You notice, right? Just like I told you the story of my friend that helped me with my thesis when I was in Korea. I can say to her, I could have said it then, and I still say it now. I am forever in your debt. I am so grateful. I am so thankful for what you did. I am forever in your debt. So again, you're seeing now that there are many different ways to say thank you. And once you understand the groups, you'll be able to change the way you respond when someone does something for you. So again, I could say, I am forever in your debt. You got it, right? All right, now there's one more group I want to explain to you. Here we go. Group E, your appreciation. So for example, I cannot thank you enough. Now I'm focusing on, hey, this is how I feel about what you did for me. I am so appreciative. I really, really am thankful for what you did. And I want to put all that into words. So I say, I cannot thank you enough. It means that words cannot express how thankful I am for what you did. So again, in this group, when you're focusing on your appreciation, you can say, I cannot thank you enough. Now, next one right here. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Now you notice there's a pause right there, right? When someone has done something so amazing for you, you appreciate them and you just can't put it into words. You can say, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. You see what happened right there, right? I paused because I want them to understand how much I appreciate them. And this is what you need to do. When you want to thank someone and what they have done for you is so amazing, you want to express your appreciation, do this. Again, I'll show it to you. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. And as a native English speaker, I will understand that. Someone else will understand that, they really, really, really appreciated what I did. They're thanking me by saying this. So again, this is really, really useful. Now, another one is right here. Words cannot express how much I appreciate you. Again, still saying thank you, but it's deeper. You want to express your appreciation a little bit more. So again, you can say words cannot express how much I appreciate you. Nothing I can say would help you understand how much you've touched my life. Again, there are many people in my life that I can say this about. Instead of me just saying thank you, I can say, words cannot express how much I appreciate you. All right. Now, another way of doing this is right here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I actually think I've used this one in speaking about you all. I think a few months back, it was during Thanksgiving when I did the video saying thank you. I feel like I said this one. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is when you want to say my entire heart is full of thankfulness, all because of you, because of how you've made me feel. I can say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means with my whole heart. Everything about me wants to say thank you. So when there's someone that you want to say thank you to, someone who has touched your life so much, you can say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You got it? All right, now, here's another really, really good one. You've made my heart smile. Now, I like this one. You all know I love smiling. This one right here, when someone does something for you and you're like, man, they just make you feel better, right? You can say, you made my heart smile. And again, you're just saying thank you, but you're letting them know a little bit more about how you actually feel. So again, you can say, you've made my heart smile. Again, to show your appreciation. Now, That was number 20. I told you all 5 groups. I hope you understood and I hope you enjoyed. You can always rewind and review this lesson. Remember, there are so many ways to say thank you in English and sound like a native English speaker. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to participate in the challenge. Type your sentence right in the comment section below. Thanks a million for ... All right, guys, again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be your teacher. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful week. But as always, remember to speak English. You know what time it is. It's story time. Hey, I said it's story time. All right, so since I taught you all 20 different ways to say thank you, I want to tell you about 2 individuals that I love so much. I'm talking about my parents. Now, I have been blessed with many, many people in my life who I'm very, very appreciative of and everything they've done for me. But I want to tell you something about my parents, something that makes me appreciate them each and every day. So my parents have always been hard workers, but I want to tell you about when I was in high school. Now, my sister and I may have mentioned this before, my sister and I went to private schools our entire life. Literally, I mean, from the time we were young, like 5 or 6, we always went to private schools. So we never were in public schools, which means my parents had to pay a lot of money every single month. Now, let me clarify. My parents were never rich. My parents were regular people, still are regular people. I think you all would love them. They're very fun people, but they've always been hard workers. But some things that I can never, ever forget. Growing up, I remember when I was in high school, our high school was very expensive. Again, so I'm Seventh-day Adventist and it was a Christian high school. So it was more expensive than other schools. And I remember every single term, we'd have to go to the financial aid office because, again, my parents, both of them worked hard, long hours trying to provide for my sister and I. They believed that a Christian education, a private school education, was the best for their daughters. So they would always work hard. But I remember every single semester, we'd have to go to the financial aid line because my parents wouldn't have enough money to get us into school that first semester, that first term when school first started. I remember standing in line, but I was never embarrassed, ever. And do you know why? Because I watched my parents work hard. I watched them work long hours, all because of the love they had for my sister and I. I watched them try to save money just so my sister and I would have a good life, even though they were missing out on things. And those qualities, those principles were instilled into my sister and I. So my sister and I, we still to this day understand the value of education and we understand the value of hard work. So I remember watching my parents work hard just so that I could have a good life, just so that my sister could have a good life. So when I got to college, I decided I'm going to pay my way through school, and I worked just as hard, got scholarships, worked 3 jobs because I wanted to give my parents a break. Now, I don't have any children just yet, but I want to do the same thing later on in life when I have children. Why? Because I'm so thankful for my parents. I'm so in love with the values they instilled in us. So I can say to my parents, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Why? Because my entire heart is full of love for them, remembering all the times they worked hard just so that my sister and I could have a good life. Now, they're having a good life now. My parents worked hard. My dad worked hard. My mom retired. My mom's retired now. My dad is about to retire. So they're doing okay. But again, all of the images in my mind from when I was growing up of my parents working hard made me love them more. And again, I thank them from the bottom of my heart. So maybe somebody in your life right now that you want to thank from the bottom of your heart. Let them know how much you love them and appreciate them. I try to let my parents know that on a regular basis too. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you learned a lot. Remember to participate in the challenge, and I will see you next week. Talk to you later.